Okay, happy Friday, August 21st, 2026. Here we are again. And just going through notes from yesterday. Yesterday was Thursday, so I did not trade. I was just doing my after hours or aftermarket recap and found that we had a big runner, MMA, which was an Australian leisure consumer company. Had some good pre-market action, and did sort of a dip to the blue line on open, kind of sputtered around a little bit, and then ran around 7 a.m. from about 0.58 to 0.95. So main one there. Other than that, fairly calm. Did have a couple other notable ones. Had a Canada Chemicals Materials. I think that ran after hours. With a so not really a catalyst, just a list that was released. So yeah, after hours, and then also a warning is we had a China fader, so some pre-market action on China, but open market faded. So might take those off the radar for today, even though there were a couple that had some smaller moves. So keep that in mind if we see any Chinas pop up on day ones. And then another notable sector, U.S. bio healthcare with sales catalysts. So that's that. I'm just gonna jump in real quick and save some time here if I can. Kind of take a look at the ones from yesterday. Looks like YJ got some volume pre-market. Too high. VRAX, UK Bio, CKT, MSS. Looks like a third day surge contender. Not necessarily. MMA, this was the big run yesterday that we just mentioned. So maybe some potential day two action. I like that 44 level. But gonna have to find some more conviction to trade it. Looks like we got a move on Howell. Pretty big, actually massive volume, over 20 mil, 25 mil, just on that one section there. So it looks like we got a merger agreement catalyst. I'm just gonna check it to see if there's any hidden dilution in the news release. So they like to do that. They'll make something look good, but hide dilution there. So it looks like they did hide dilution. Yep, so that is a dilution release. Looks like good news, but it is dilution, so I bet shorts are gonna jump all over this one. So I'm gonna add it to my watch list and mark it, just so I know not to trade it because of the new dilution. So I bet you it's gonna fade. So anyways, off limits due to dilution. on. US comms, cash positive, warrants 425, 350. Oh, this is a China related stock. There's nothing for today. Oh yeah, and then yesterday, there was a big move on crypto. But the macros, which is probably related, took a plunge, although it looks like they are up pre-market. But crypto finally woke up and it's kind of ripping. Had a big move off of that 63 base. Pretty big breakout. And we're up at 77 right now, so pretty good move on crypto. It's been really flat since, let's see, I'd say it's been flat all year, but especially since June. So it's good to see crypto moving again. So I don't know what exactly that indicates. For a small cap, but I think it's a good thing. So yeah, oil looks like it's still pretty high, under 100, which is good, but still higher. So gas price is probably moving up just a bit. I'm gonna check on oil. Yeah, not much action. But yeah, anyways, crypto is interesting to see. I don't trade crypto, but it affects small cap. There's small cap companies related to crypto, like miners and whatever else. Like Wolf, WOLF, I think is a good one. Let's see what they're doing. I think Wolf, they just had bad earnings, but I think trying to recover. I remember trading Wolf down when it was like $2. I think it's WULF. So on the yearly chart, yeah, back down here you can see my little lines in the twos. And that's back in 2025 April. And then had this massive slow rise. So potentially with crypto coming back into play, could get another bounce. A big potential bounce if crypto continues, if it's not just a fake out. But there's a lot of space here to work with if someone wanted to do a swing trade, and maybe up to 27. Yeah. Let's see what I'm looking at here. So keep that one on the radar. SCKT, take it off. Okay, I'm gonna cruise through these guys. See if any of these older runs are getting any pre-market action for multi-day. But today, my guess for the macros is it's kind of a shift in sentiment. But I don't know if there's going to be some obvious cohesion just yet. So you did have some squeezes yesterday, but kind of midday and random. to me at least. So but yeah, I'm really looking forward to small cap picking up again. And I'm hoping that crypto, because it's more of a risk on asset, could potentially influence small cap, bring more money into small cap. And this year, I don't know if anyone else is looking at it, but to me, just from what I've seen, dilution looks to be a bit more cleaned up than it used to be, especially like in the Biden era. Just so much toxic dilution and small cap. But it looks like for some reason it's been kind of cleaned up. I mean, it's still there for sure, but like not nearly as much as I used to see a couple of years ago. So I don't know if I'm just making that up or if it's actually something everyone else is noticing as well. And I do know there's been some shifts in market rules, and the PDT was lowered. So lots of things going on in the stock market. Good for the most part. Yeah, not much action on these. Actually, I'm not even gonna check this watch list just based on the faders yesterday. Look at Israel. Which Israel I thought would have been picking up by now, but I guess the Middle East has not calmed down at all. So I don't know if they're ever gonna pick up. So okay, quick break. I'll be right back. Okay. Check the scan. 609. Yeah, nothing I'm excited about just yet. So this one looks like it got Q2 earnings. And to me, it looks like an unfair price drop. So, kind of a different idea. But potentially, it could crack and recover, at least somewhat. So I might consider it. Definitely not a plan A type trade, but it could be interesting. This was U.S. electrical equipment, industrials, negative cash, no direct dilution threat, warrants at 172, 206, unrestricted shelf, and another unrestricted shelf. So yeah, dilutive and cash negative. I might just keep an eye and just see, just based on how weird the idea is. Let's see how that plays out. Okay. Yes, here we got some crypto stuff on the radar. Looks like we have a. Yep. So here's our first crypto idea. This could be the new trend if crypto continues to push. U.S. asset management, on-chain holding company. So just crypto, I guess. So warrants. 25? No, it's not registered yet. So unrestricted shelf, unrestricted shelf, unrestricted shelf. So 3 and they are cash positive, 95 a month, so whatever. SNU. U.S. packaging consumer, cash positive, warrants 25 cents. Not too many though. Another crypto idea here. It's priced a bit high, which it could still trade if it made it into the threes. USDE, U.S. Financial Asset Management. I think that's what we just said about the other one. So, something to watch. Just because of that crypto move. June's. Here's our first healthcare bio, it looks like. But it's all the way up in the 8s and the 10s. Yeah, moved from 480s to $10.37 after hours yesterday. This looks like agreement on an MDMA formulation. So if this continues on, psychedelics might come back into play, but not counting on it. U.S. Biohealthcare cash positive, warrants high. So was at my watch list. I'm gonna check on the other psychedelics. Nothing. I don't have a big list of them. Okay. What else we got? Should pee. Looks like kind of a multi-day climb with big volume starting after hours yesterday. Potential pull here to tough one. Would have to be. It would have to be 270, or at least in the 80s. And chickpea is a Hong Kong. It's Hong Kong Security Industrials. It looks okay. But yeah, it's not. I mean, I like Hong Kong, even though I take losses every once in a while with Hong Kong. But when I see Hong Kong, I like them. Looks like Hollow is potentially trying to move. Hollow is a legacy stock. They had a huge run back in like 2024. Massive run. It's a reverse split since then, but I think it was like $2 to 120 in one day. Or maybe even higher. I don't even remember. I'd have to like divide this number to get the exact amount, but it was really high. It was a massive run. So Hollow's been at least for me, kind of a legacy stock as far as runners. a second, thinking about something. Okay, so we got 9 minutes till market open. But anyways, Hollow is not going to be tradable for me today unless it breaks out more. So let me check my unusual volume scanner real quick. So some of the same ones. Flux on the radar. But yeah, nothing to get so too excited about this morning for me. I could be missing something, but I don't see anything kind of within good conviction range. So yeah, not really an exciting sector play, any of them. So we did have a lot of U.S. biohealthcare, U.S. medical devices, U.S. consumer in the previous week or so, but let's see. Okay. So yeah, I think that is it for the watch list. Unless something pops up in a minute. I don't think we missed anything. So day 2 here could be a kind of a day 2 day. Not my specialty, but I will definitely look at them. So yeah, it looks like some day 2s. This is a crypto, which crypto can fade pretty hard. Just for fun, I guess. You could potentially place a trade just on that move on Bitcoin yesterday. So yeah, some little multi-day setups. Got 3 minutes, 40 seconds till market open. but nothing super exciting. So these are actually getting some volume. Orbs isn't really getting any volume. So just keep it. Not trade it. Kind of like the 44-cent idea. It's more of a like a lesser probability trade for me, but if this is all the market's presenting today, I guess it wouldn't hurt to kind of do some fun trades. So might just give it a shot. Could be a kind of a slow, choppy one. There's really not much range though. At least there. I mean, I guess that's okay. Okay, just about 40 seconds. So yeah, I guess we'll just see what goes on. These looks like the crypto ones might be the stars of the day. But keep watching. Yeah, might just for fun. Let's go. think crypto likes to fake out excitement, so it could kind of scare everybody and give us a good bounce off a low. Kind of in this 108 to 104 area. I got 161K open volume, not a lot, but something. So hoping it gives us a little more push. But yeah, it's a reasonable spot there. Another crack would be ideal. So it looks like I got that move to 43 and it's already bouncing. Really nicely. Could try it again at 42, because if it breaks 42, it's over. There's nothing under there. Looks like a reverse split. Yeah, just based on the scan here, it's a really, really quiet morning. So these remain our best contenders. And they're not that great. right now. Just maybe for a single, I could try to push it just a bit. I just want it to break into the 42 area, just for more precise entry. Let's get a little excited there. Okay, just give it some time. So it's just kind of hanging out there. Potential entry at 370. But I'm looking at this one. It's not huge volume, but it is trading. Come on, just want to see that little kiss of the 42 area. And that should drive volume and an upward move. So close. But yeah, not a super exciting day so far. Could change. It looks pretty quiet. Let's check the macros. Macros are slightly green except the S&P. Golden Dragon is up. This looks like the volume's drying up a bit. And the spread is increasing. This looks like the only serious push is on USD, but it's still pretty small. It's kind of weird how quiet it is. this? Singapore software. Beam. US Solar Tech. Seems random. We have another solar, SPWR. Looks like 3 solar companies kind of going for some reason. So could be something to that. But yeah, not super convincing yet. So what is this one? U.S. Conglomerates Healthcare. What is conglomerates? Founds, funds, and operates companies. Unrestricted shelf, cash positive, insider buy. Catalyst. So not like very exciting, but maybe it'll do something. Okay, so it looks like MMA did not make it to my 42¢ and decided to push. Could still consider it if it does come through. This is a pretty low volume push there, so could give me a second chance. Just see if any of these first days decided to wake up. the dilution. June's, that was high priced. Nothing. So okay, boring. I mean, potentially it's kind of random. It's a pretty crazy drop. $36 is the support I was looking at, but it kind of smacked it, so it makes me feel like it's got some downward force, so I might consider 33 cent if it can make it that low. KNRX was Singapore. Okay, so it's only 656. Nothing catching my eye too much. Potentially KNRX if it does break this area. MMA. Maybe. Potential low 350s. Oh, it's more like based off maybe a potential 350s. Just see how it looks. Just kind of want to give at least something a shot today, even if it's a smaller idea. But yeah, not much. So still potentially KNRX. Potentially BRLS if it does actually move. It's getting very little volume, and then Shook P if it can get into here. See, I'm gonna take MMA off the radar for now. Didn't necessarily miss it, but that little low volume play right there, pretty small, but it was something. And this one. Yeah, I forgot to check my news alerts again. SXTC. Hopefully. Okay. So nothing on that front either. Yeah, not much movement. Unless I'm just completely missing something. Kind of sucks. There's usually something. But so I might just sit here the next 25 minutes or so and wait for something. But I don't think it's necessary to keep recording if I end up sitting here for hours doing nothing. So I will update in the description if I do take any trades. And yeah, so sorry for the non-exciting Friday morning, but this happens in small cap from time to time. So hopefully next week will, or even later today, we'll bring in more volume, some more action in the small cap world. Maybe everyone's distracted by crypto right now, I don't know. But yeah, so I'll give an update in the description. Thank you for listening. Have a great weekend.